So right, we groping. When you ever seen a blind person when they looking for something, they stumbling? That's how we are. We groping for any and everything we can find. Right, we lean towards Christianity, we lean towards Islam, we lean to the LGBTQ, we lean to Black Lives Matter. We try to grope onto everything that's not prosperous to us as a people. Right?
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled forevermore.
And as a people, we oppress even more, man. We was just talking about this next stimulus package. Yeah, we oppress. Aren't we oppressed heavy, man? Let's see some of the oppression. Go to verse 48.
And no man shall save you.
Right?
Verse
No
48.
man can save us. Come on. We started 47.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
Because we didn't serve our God. Right? You're going to learn in these 5 minutes, Lord willing, that the God of the Bible is not the God of everybody. Right? You're going to learn that, Lord willing. Right? Because we didn't serve our God for the abundance and joyfulness. Joyfulness is the key point, and gladness. Well, you should be glad to serve the Lord. You should be glad to keep these commandments. But because we didn't,
therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So God's chosen people will have to serve their enemies. Who do you think our enemies are? Who do you think our enemies are as a people?
Sure, bro.
You're not too sure. Who's our enemies, brother?
All the nations.
All the nations, man.
Mainly the white man.
Not only the white man, all the nations, man.
That's right.
Who's killing us in the street and walking away like it ain't nothing happened? Who kills us and they get death duty? They don't go to jail, do they? Right? What happened to Breonna Taylor? They kicked in her door, ain't say nothing, just shot her up. And they at home with their families, man. Right? The Chinese man feeding you rat, cats, and dogs. You go and eat there. You don't know what you eating there, do you? Yeah, they call it special number 4. And it might move, right? The Arab man, he sell you pork and cigarettes and tobacco. He give you any and everything that you shouldn't have, man. K2. These are all the nations conspiring against us, right?
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Right? All the other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel. This is your family right here. This is your family right here, man.
Which the...
Yeah, well, that's you, brother. You gotta come back to what you are, man.
That's
You
right.
should want to learn about your forefathers, right? Because we don't know nothing about our. Who was our kings? Who was our honorable men? We don't even know. All we know is Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and George. They're honorable men. We don't know who we are, right? So therefore,
which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent these people against us.
And hunger.
And hungry. What's the last thing you ate, brother? Who owns Chick-fil-A? Is it? Can you come to me? I'll give you a chicken sandwich. Nah, you gotta go to the other nations. Ain't that serving your enemy and hungry? The grocery stores, McDonald's, 7-Elevens, that's going to them. And if we do have a restaurant set up, where are we getting the food from? We get it from the grocery stores. Weis, Giants, Kroger's, all these other places, right?
And in thirst.
In thirst, the brother got Deer Park right here. We don't own no water treatment plants. We don't own Coca-Cola, right? We got to go to our enemies for those things.
And in nakedness.
Nakedness. You got Nike on. You know we don't own Nike. Michael Jordan don't even own his own brand.
Right.
White Polo, Converse, Adidas, all these things. New Balance, we don't own none of this stuff, right? And if we do have a business with clothing, where we getting the materials from? Joanne Fabrics, all these other major corporations that sell us material, not our own people, right?
And in what of all things?
You want anything, that book bag, a cell phone, a driver's license, money, a job, education, right? Anything you want. Can you name one thing that you can get from your people that you don't got to go to your enemies? I can't think of nothing myself, man, right?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And he put these yokes of iron upon our neck, didn't he? That's Bible prophecy right there, man. Right? You can't make that stuff up.
Until he have destroyed.
Until we are destroyed. And we calling ourselves Nigerian, black, African, instead of what God called us, man. Which is an Israelite from a specific tribe. Right? Let's go. Oh, get that precept again.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them?
Verse 4.
Verse 4. Thus saith the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter.
Right, so we're the flock of the slaughter because we're constantly getting killed in these streets, man. We getting remember that one summer where it was so many black men getting killed by the cops that they got tired of talking about it. That was when Obama was in office.
Right.
We the flock of the slaughter, man.
Whose possessors slayed them?
Who possessed us in the 1600s, the 1700s? So-called white man sitting on that boat watching us, right?
Whose possessors slayed them and hold themselves not guilty?
Trayvon Martin.
Whose possessors slayed them and hold themselves not guilty?
Man, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Isn't it always not guilty? There's always not guilty, man. Can the so-called white man say he got killed by the cops and got found not guilty? Or his people getting, what's it called when a settlement? They get settlements for it. Look at the dude, Nick Sandman, right, from Covington. He got $250 million from CNN. For what? Because they said something bad about him? Where's the $250 million for Trayvon Martin's parents?
Right.
$250 million from Breonna Taylor's parents. George Floyd, right? What's the Tamar Rice? All these young kids who got killed by the cops. Where's this settlement? Where's the money? You're gonna find out that our settlement is coming in the kingdom.
That's right.
You're gonna be ruling over them.
That's right.
Ruling over them, so-called other nations, man. It's gonna be hard to accept, but everybody's not equal. You know that. You play sports?
Nah, not really. I just hit the gym.
You hit the gym. Who can lift more weights than you? Nobody. Can a white man come in? Let's go toe to toe. Chinese man? Heck no, man. I bet you got in the court, you might dunk on one of them, wouldn't you? Can't nobody.
Yeah.
So that sounds like God got favorites, don't it? That's the truth right there. Right. Verse 54, Bible shop.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
So the brotherly love that we used to have amongst each other, like how we got brotherly love right here. Right? You can't do this everywhere. You do this somewhere else, we might be brawling. Right? But the brotherly love that's right here is not everywhere.
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
What does it sound like your eye being evil towards your brother?
Looking at him bad.
Looking at him bad. What else, man? What else? When you hear evil towards your brother, what you think of?
I just think you're doing him bad. Like
Cain and Abel. Right? What did Cain do to Abel?
I don't know the story about that, but
Cain slew Abel in the field. He killed him. That's your eye being evil towards your brother. Who's known for killing their brother in these streets? Us, right? We known for killing each other in the streets, man. Robbing each other, setting each other up. Right? The so-called white man, he just steal from each other. Right? Then they go to Club Fed, do 3 bumps and come back out, and then they best friends. Right? We kill one another because somebody stepped on your shoes. Somebody looked at you funny.
Right.
Somebody talked about you on social media. We kill each other for no reason at all. Right?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And toward the wife of his bosom. So he treating his woman bad. Right? He not taking care of his responsibilities as a man.
And toward the remnant of his children.
And towards the remnant of his children. What do you think this so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man going to do for his children? What do you think's the leading outcome of this? Remember, these are curses.
what the leading outcome of what happened?
Yeah, it says he's going to treat his woman bad. He got an evil eye towards his brother. And now it's saying towards his children. What do you think he's going to do? What's the so-called black man known for doing to his children?
What do you, like, I mean, I guess punishing them, I guess.
Punishing them? You think he stays around? Leaving them, right?
Which he shall leave.
Which what?
Which he shall leave.
Can anybody else but the so-called black man say that his father left home and he ain't see him? That was the thing. When we was growing up, it was a rarity to see somebody that grew up with their father. It's still a rarity to this day. Did you grow up with your father? Yeah. Oh, crazy. Did you grow up with your father, brother? Yeah, he left too. A lot of these brothers, fathers up here left.
Come.
That's a part of the curses, man, because we didn't keep the commandments. Right now, let's go to the nail in the coffin. Bobby Shaw.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Now, how did our people get to this land called America? On ships, right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
And what were the Hebrews doing in Egypt? They were what? When Moses said, let my people go, what were they doing? Okay, we'll tell you, brother.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Right?
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
Out of the land of Egypt.
out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. What's another word for bondage? Slavery. That's exactly what it is. So the brother gonna read it verbatim, and I'm gonna replace slavery.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
And the Lord said he's gonna bring his chosen people into Egypt again. And how'd you say they went into slavery?
Shit.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
That's in the Bible, brother. Didn't that happen in the 1600s?
Yeah.
God's chosen people got cursed by going into slavery again on ships.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
The way he said it happened just that way. In the bottom of these ships right here, we were stacked up like sardines, man, using the bathroom on each other, getting sick. People get motion sickness, man. Right, getting force fed, women having babies, having a cycle, defecating on one another, dying next to somebody and they don't come replace, move that body. They just got you standing right there next to that body. That's how they treated us, man.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
We ain't seen our homeland since. We don't even know where our homeland is. Right, Africa is a whole continent. What part of Africa are we from? Are we even from Africa? You're going to learn that Jerusalem is our homeland.
Right.
And there you should be sold unto your enemies.
And we got sold to our enemies. Who do we get sold to? The so-called white man.
For bond men
Slave men.
and bond women,
Slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
We still in this captivity in 2020, man. So what's your nationality, brother? Are you Nigerian? Are you an Israelite, man?
I mean, considering what you're saying, I think I'm an Israelite.
That's right, like, brother. This is not what I'm saying. We read it from the Holy Bible, man. Right? And why did all these curses happen to us, brother? What didn't we do? We didn't keep what? The promise or the commandments. We didn't keep the commandments, right? Now look at the bottom of all these brother shirts up here, man. Did you see something in common? Yeah, the bottom of our shirts. These fringes right here, brother. Right? These fringes are a commandment. Right? Something so small is a commandment of the Lord. Right? Oh, go ahead, get your precept before I move on.
Book of 2 Samuel, chapter 7, verse 22. Wherefore thou art great, O Yahweh God, for there is none like thee, neither is there any God beside thee, according to all that we have heard with our ears. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel.
So what one nation is like us, man? What one nation can do anything like we have done? We built up a whole city while getting our backs beat in, while getting our babies taken from us, and it's still standing hundreds of years later. Right? What nation is like us, man? What nation prospers while they're getting beat down? Right? Don't you get stronger with the more pressure you put on that weight bench? Don't your arms get stronger? You get more muscle? Right? Don't they break down but they build up? That's what's happening to us in this land, man. We getting broken down, but in these last days we getting built back up, man. Because we coming back to our power. Right? We coming back to who we are and serving our God. Right? Like I said, we're gonna show you, Lord willing. Hopefully you don't walk off, man, because this is good. This is good food. Ain't this good food to find out you God's chosen people? It's good knowledge, man. When I found that out, I was so hyped. I wanted to tell everybody. Right? You find out that you God's chosen people.
Right.
Right? Come.
Whom God went to redeem for a people unto himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for thy land before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods.
Right? So the Lord did such great, beautiful wonders. Right? You ever heard of the plagues that happened in Egypt? Right? All those plagues he did for us. He didn't just do it just to do it. He did it to get his people back. Right? And imagine how bad we was getting treated as slaves in Egypt. Don't you think this is probably 10 times worse? You think he's going to do something 10 times more miraculous, right? That's exactly what he's going to do. Right? Go ahead.
For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever.
For how long?
Forever.
So we're going to be God's chosen people forever, man. And these other nations, the Most High not rocking with them, man. Let's get that before we get in these commandments. Let's get Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. And somebody get Joel 2 and 27. Somebody bring out the shotgun. Not an actual shotgun, bro. That's what we call the Bible verse.
Book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
So this is the Lord speaking unto the children of Israel.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
So against all 12 tribes from Judah all the way down to Naphtali. This is what he's saying.
You only have I known.
No, I know everybody in the world.
You only have I known.
The Lord said he only knows the Israelites, right?
Of all the families of the earth.
So he only know us out of all the families of the earth. Do you hear that in church? Does the pastor ever say he only know the Israelites? Or do he say God loves everybody? Where do you find that at in the Bible?
Right.
That's in pastors, chapter 11 and verse 1. That's what that said. That's not in the Bible, man.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Right?
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
And this is punishment for all our iniquities, man. Gator bait, human zoos, conquistadors, chains on your neck, getting hanged in front of your enemies, getting burnt alive, getting a hook through your side. These are punishments, brother.
Right.
Like you said, you got whooped when you didn't come home when you were supposed to, when you didn't listen. It's the Lord whooping us.
Right.
So he can wake us up like, hold on, man, there's something bad like this happening over something so small as keeping the commandments, but it's not small, it's actually great. Right? These commandments are beautiful. Right? Whoever got the Joel 2 and 27.
Come on. It's the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
And who's Israel, brother?
That's right. That's right.
And that I am the Lord your God and none else.
Everybody's.
And none
I
else.
am the Lord your God and none else.
And none else, man. He's the one true God of Israel. And aren't we Israel? Don't that make sense? It makes so much sense when you actually read the Bible and not get taught the Bible. When you actually sit down and go through it. But mind you, don't take our words. When you leave from here, brother, look up everything we said. We'll give you a paper. Right. What made you stop? Hey, well, that's mercy of the Lord right here, man. To have you to wake back up to find out who you are. Things getting crazy, man. They're getting real crazy out here. It's getting a little scary, ain't it? And you're starting to see that the Lord's people are waking up. You type in Israelites on YouTube, you're going to have thousands on top of thousands on top of thousands on top of 1,000 videos, man. Nothing but edification.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54.
So this is in the Apocrypha right here. What's the ball, man? In this book right here, I'm going to pick it up. This is the 1611 version of the Bible. This has this book in it. But if you got this one, they took it out, man. Because if you read this, this is a book of liberation, man. This is about our mighty men that they don't want you to hear about. Like the Maccabees. You ever heard of the Maccabees? Those are some mighty men right there, man. And they were priests. And they went up against the Grecians, right? Everybody that you read in this Bible is known people. Those are their mighty men. But we read about our mighty men destroying them, right?
This is Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 54. Come on. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. Of him come we all.
Everybody comes from Adam, right? Right, Adam and Eve, and then, you got everybody comes after that, right?
And the people whom thou hast chosen.
And the people whom thou hast chosen. Everybody came out of Adam's seed, and the people whom thou hast chosen.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord.
Right?
Because thou madest the world for our sakes.
The Lord made the world for our sakes, brother. Everything we do, the earth really we benefit off the earth, man. Right? They give us medicines, we die down. We eat good, we feel better. Right? We stand in the sun, we get more beautiful. They stand in the sun, they turn into to pink, whatever. I don't know what the hell they turn into. They get bumps and all these crazy things, man. It's gross. Right? They get skin cancer, we get beautiful.
Right, that's right.
Everything in this earth is made for us, and we're in tune with it because the Lord made this earth for us.
That's right. As for the other people,
as for everybody not listed on these 12 tribes right here,
which also come of Adam,
they also come of Adam.
Thou hast said,
this is what the Lord has said,
that they are nothing.
They're what?
They are nothing.
The Lord said they're nothing, man. I mean, that's harsh reality, but it's beautiful. I tell you that the Lord made everything for you, but this man right here, Billy Bob, is nothing.
Right, but be like unto spittle.
Like if you were to just spit real quick, are you gonna go crazy if you just spit out? You're gonna be like, damn, I can't believe I just spit that out. Or you're gonna be like, that ain't nothing. That's nothing, right? That's how the Lord said it.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So you have a big old thing of water, like a big gallon of water, you spill a drop. Are you gonna trip about that? Or you like, man, I got more water. I got more water. That's how the Lord is looking at these other nations.
And now, O Lord, behold these heathen.
And what?
And now, O Lord, behold these heathen.
These heathen, man. We're not the heathens. We're the chosen. All these other nations are the heathens.
Right. That's right. Which have ever been reputed as nothing.
They always been known as nothing. This is the white man just started ruling, right? We always been ruling.
Have begun to be lords over us,
Now they reigning over us because we broke the commandments,
and,
right?
and to devour us.
And they taking everything from us, man. We work and get taxes taken out, right? You know how much taxes be taken out of your check?
Right.
And we really don't trip about it because we used to it, but that's a lot of money, man. Overtax. There you go, Elder. Somebody check it. If this brother had $400 in 20s, man, we gotta come up off like $80. Now he only got $320. Matter of fact, give me $120 of it. You gonna be like, damn, that's what they've been doing. They've been devouring us since the beginning, man. The inception of this country.
But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands.
And we giving it to their hands because we are hard-headed, stiff-necked people, man.
Right.
And we trying to get you, Chris, to find out how not to be stiff-necked, how to truly serve the Lord, how to love the Lord. And we're going to show you with these commandments.
That's right. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
How long we got to sit here and be under these people, man? Is this living? Do you feel like this is living, or is it something better? It's got to be something better. This ain't living, man.
Right.
You see them flashing lights behind you, you don't know if you're going to make it out. When you go to the doctors, you be nervous. They're going to tell you got cancer. Like, you nervous about everything in this land, man. Nothing is certain here, man. Everything is just like, damn, man, it's a headache. But how long we going to have to endure? Until we get right and we turn and face the Lord and tell the Lord our iniquities, which are sins, and forsake them and not do them anymore, right? And walk as Israelite men, as kings of this earth, not niggas and thugs and coons, all these other things that they call us, right? Let's go into some of the commandments.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. Okay. And now Israel, what doeth the Lord?
Bro. Who's Israel again? There we go, bro.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Now this is a good verse. That's a good verse to start with. Now what does the Lord require of us?
Bring it out. But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's how you love God, to keep the commandments of the Lord. Can you send God a card? Can you give him a hug? Right? Isn't love an action? If I was like, bro, I love you. If I gave you a hug, but I was stealing money out your back pocket, that's not love. But if you was thirsty, crawling on the ground, and I gave you some water and helped you up, that's pure love right there. Now we showing you how to love the Lord.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, for thy good.
For thy good. Now let's go to the commandment on the fringes.
Come on.
Y'all come up too, man. Come find out y'all God's chosen people, man.
There you go.
That's exactly what it is. Come up.
There you go.
Come up.
All y'all, come over here.
Let's get these. Yeah, we God's people, brother.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
I want you to see something. That's spiritual, brother. They following a multitude to do evil. They going to do God knows what. Right? But you standing here to find out how you can serve the Lord. Right? That's a small remnant of people who are willing to do that, man.
Right.
That's the Lord that did
I've
that.
always been interested in this.
Okay, all praises, man. That's the spirit, man.
Speak unto the children of Israel,
Right?
and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Right, so you gotta have fringes in the borders of your. This is the commandment, right? The brother got fringes on his garment, on his jacket. All his brothers got fringes. The elder got fringes underneath the poncho. Everybody got fringes,
Right.
right?
Throughout their generations,
So throughout your generation just means forever, right?
and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue,
So you gotta have a blue ribbon on it, right?
and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them.
So this is a physical reminder to keep the commandments. So I'm gonna say this, brother, because we didn't keep the commandments, all these monstrosities happen to our people, man. All this pillaging, robbing, raping, destruction, just from not wearing fringes, man. That's a small commandment. That's something simple, right?
Right.
These is dope. These is dope as hell, man. I put my fringes on, I be trying to match, I be accessorizing with them. Shoot. Man, where they go? Let me throw in something that got to go. Man, brothers, we get fly. Right? Right? The brother got the white fringes on. That's fine. Look, black fringes. Light blue. Come on, light blue? That's what they call it, Carolina blue, man. To wear. And the Lord commanded us to do that.
And that ye seek not after your own hearts and your own eyes, after which he used to go a whoring.
So you look at these whenever you feel like you about to go off, you about to do a sin, right? You know what sin is?
Yeah.
What's sin, brother?
Going against God's word.
Going against the commandments. That's exactly what it is, brother. We get it out the scriptures. That's exactly what sin is, brother.
This is the book of 1 John, right, chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin, transgressive also the law.
Right?
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Right? So whenever you breaking the commandments, like not having on fringes, brother, that would be considered a sin. Right? So, I mean, it might be a little weird at first. You're looking like, man, what is this? Then eventually, hopefully the next day, you're like, shoot, man, these is fly, man. Then you're going to start, whenever you go out, you're going to make sure I got my fringes, man. Because no telling when the Lord going to come back. You don't want to be caught out there without your fringes.
Right.
Right?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 26. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall you use enchantment nor observe times.
Right, so you can't eat anything with blood in it. We don't really got a problem with that, do we? You don't be eating your meat raw or nothing? Well done, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Right, or observers of times, man. You can't be looking at the stars and the constellations like, oh, Orion moved this way. That means I'm going to have a bad day. Zodiac signs, you can't be in the zodiac signs, man. That's false worship. That's a man sitting behind the desk making something up.
Right,
Fortune
that's
cookies. Right, you open a fortune cookies, you're gonna find an old man that's gonna tell you good advice. Man, he just made this. It's a Chinese man typing.
Right.
That's all that is, right?
Ye shall not round the corners of your heads.
Right. So you can't shave your head bald. You don't got that part. You fall into that commandment, right? And if you start going bald, Lord willing, you don't. Keep it low, man. You see, I keep mine low, man.
Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Neither what?
Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
You know what that means, brother? Marring the corner of your beard. No shaving. Can you grow a beard? Grow it out, brother.
That's right.
Yeah, grow it out, man. That's a mighty sign right there to grow a beard out, man.
Right.
And it's a commandment, right? Give me
Leviticus.
No. Give me 1 John 5 and 3, Dr. Shep. Remember, we said this is how you love God, keeping the commandments.
Book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3.
Bring it up.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
So this is how you show that you love the Most High, by keeping His commandments.
And his commandments are not grievous.
You know what it means when something's grievous?
Bad.
Hard.
Yeah, hard.
It's not hard. Is it hard that you can grow a beard out? Is it gonna be hard to you, brother?
Nah, just like a week or two.
Yeah, take a week, man. Are you gonna keep that commandment? All praises, man. All praises. Now, I'm not sure if you live around here. If we catch you running fast and you don't got a beard, man, we're gonna get on you.
That's right.
We're gonna be like, Chris, man, what the hell are you doing, man? You spent all this time to shave your beard? That's a manly badge right there, man. Or grow whatever you can, man. It don't gotta be a full, Action Jackson beard, right? If it's, I'm cool with it, but it's a beard, man. I'm keeping the commandments, right?
Verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
Right, so you can't cut yourself because you lost a friend. Right, somebody had a crazy accident in the weight room, a weight fell on his head or something. You can't, I can't believe it, and cut yourself. Right, we don't do that, do we? Nah, that ain't really our thing. More like a white person thing for us. But our people do it. That's why the Lord put it in there.
Nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
Or what?
Or print
Nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
What's that sound like? Print. Like no tattoos, bro. You don't got any tattoos, right? You got that one. But we can't get any tattoos, bro. I'm tatted up myself. This brother tatted up. A lot of us brothers tatted up, man. Right? But since we got tatted up and committed a sin, what do we have to do?
Follow His word as much as possible.
Yeah, we got to follow it, but it starts with an R.
Repent.
There you go.
That's right,
Repentance,
that's right.
man. Now, what's repentance?
Ask for forgiveness.
And what? Ask for forgiveness, and then we go back and do the same thing?
Nah.
Forsake it, right?
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 32 and verse 5. I acknowledge my sin unto thee, and my iniquity have I not hid. I said I will confess my transgressions unto the
So
Lord,
you got to confess your transgressions unto the Lord.
and thou forgivest the iniquity of my sins. Salah.
So the Lord will forgive you. You say, look, Lord, I got a tattoo. I've been shaving my beard. It's a lot of commandments, man. And we sin every day, but we got to offend less and less each day, right?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 13. He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
Right? So if you not telling the Lord that the Lord knows everything you're doing, man. Ain't nothing you can hide from the Lord. He created you. right? So you got to confess everything to the Lord.
But
Even if-
whoso confesseth and forsaketh them shall have mercy.
Right, so if you confess and forsake them, man, sometimes your sins get real embarrassing, man. They real embarrassing. Trust me, I know. You go up in your quiet space where nobody's around, you start telling the Lord what you're doing, you start to feel ashamed. But afterwards, you feel mighty. Because you're like, I can't do this no more. I can't do this. The Lord knows what I've been doing. I got to be better for the Lord. I got to be better for my people. Right? Just think, if you was the last person that could save your people and you still committing these sins, all these things that keep happening to us, man. You got to put the nation on your back.
Right.
You got to be like, what if I'm the last person who got to wake up? I can't keep letting my people down. Right? Let's get Leviticus 11.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7.
So what's repentance?
Ask for forgiveness and not doing it again.
Oh, praise.
And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
What swine? Swine.
Swine?
It's pig.
Pig. Oh, yeah.
It's pig.
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed.
You got the characteristics of a clean animal. We got all the clean animals right here and the unclean animals. Right?
Yet he cheweth not the cud.
He don't digest his food properly. He keep all his food in him. Right?
He is unclean to you.
So pork is unclean to you.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
So you can't eat no more pork, brother. Oh, all praise.
And their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to
So
you.
don't go up picking a dead pig up, taking pictures and stuff. You know, just weird stuff. Don't just leave the pig alone. Right?
These shall ye eat that are in the waters.
So now he's gonna give you a characteristic of things that you can eat in the water.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So what can we eat? Fish. Right? What do our people eat that don't have fins and scales?
Pork, chicken,
I mean, from out the water.
out the water.
Crabs, shrimp, scallops, mussels, alligator, octopus, lobster, all the things. What else? I don't know. Something else. Catfish. They don't have fins and scales. Do you eat those things? You eat shrimp? Okay. Okay, well you can eat fish. You can eat baked fish, baked salmon. I get down with baked salmon, man. Put some jerk sauce on it. That's on point. Right?
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, and all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
Right, so bubblegum shrimp. Brother, if you ever going on a date, avoid that place, man. Avoid it like the Black Plague. Right? Now, today is a special day. Today's really a beautiful day out the week. Right? And we're going to get to it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So the Lord said, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Right? When do you think the Sabbath day is?
Is that like the last Sunday or Sabbath day? I'm not sure.
Okay, we're gonna explain it.
6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work.
So you got 6 days throughout the week. When does the week start? What day? Sunday, right? So you got from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 6 days to do all your work.
But the seventh day,
The seventh day. What's the seventh day of the week, brother?
That would be Sunday, right?
Saturday is the first day. What's the seventh day?
Sunday. Oh, you mean
Sunday is
Oh,
the
Monday.
first.
Monday.
Well, if Sunday's the first day, Monday would be the second. Tuesday the third, Wednesday the fourth, Thursday the fifth, Friday the sixth, Saturday. There you go, brother. That's the Sabbath day.
but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So Saturday is a day of rest. Right? The Lord commanded us to rest on that day.
Right.
No, Sunday the first day of the week. That's where you get some worship from. Where the sign at? We just had Constantine with the Band-Aid on it. Constantine, the father of Christianity, Babylonian sun worship. Right? The Sunday. Right? What's Saturday in Spanish? Sabado.
Yeah.
There we go, the Sabbath day. Saturday is the Sabbath day, right?
In it thou shalt not do any work,
So you can't do any work on the Sabbath day.
thou, nor thy son.
Hold on, brother. That's all good. So work consists of working out. You can't work out Friday night to Saturday night. Right? The Lord commanded you to rest. That's how much the Lord loves you. He told you, don't do no work this day. Don't you work hard as it is? You got a job? Say that again?
I do agency work. Yeah.
Agency, don't you work hard during the week? Don't you be tired when you get home? Don't you got to muster up the strength to go work out? Like, damn, I just did 8-hour shift, let me go here. The Lord commanded you not to do any work on Saturday. So tonight to Saturday night, no work, brother. That's simple, ain't it? That's real easy. If somebody told me not to work on Saturday, I'm like, shoot, you sure? Yeah, I'm with it. Right? That sounds like a mistake. But the Lord is perfect in all he does.
Right.
He said, you better not work on Saturday. Because we was doing whatever we wanted on Saturday, all this stuff happened to our people.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So anybody who's living in your house, like when you have kids, they can't do no work either. Right?
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
You hear that? You got a song praising Lucifer, man. That's look, you see, that's the broad way to destruction, man. This is the straight and narrow path right here, man. You could be like that, brother, listening to a song about Lucifer. How crazy is that, man? But on the Sabbath day, no doing any work, brother. Can you not work out on Saturday? Okay, all praise. See, you keeping the commandments you don't even realize. All right. So what's your nationality?
Israelite.
That's right! That's right! Give me 3 commandments that we just went over.
No pork.
No pork?
No working out on Saturday.
Okay.
And repent. Like,
Well, I'm not going to give you a repent. You got to give me one more.
oh yeah, fringes.
There you
That's
go.
right! That's right!
You sure? You got ham sandwiches on.
Oh no, I'm straight, bro.
What's with the fringes for?
Fringes. You could
That's cool, brother. It's cool. Just throw it out what you think they're for.
I mean, I'm not sure, bro.
We'll review that for you. But you on point with it, brother. That's the Most High got you remembering this stuff. Man, we be up here sometimes with people, they won't remember anything, man.
Right.
Be up here 35 minutes wishing that I'm a black man. Where the hell did all the time go? But you hearkening, brother.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 39.
Bring it out.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord,
So you
and
look
do them.
You look upon these, I got to keep the commandments and do them. A physical representation of keeping the law. Whenever you see it, damn, I got to keep these commandments. I ain't slipping. I ain't going to work out. No sex on the Sabbath either.
Right.
Right? No laying down with your girl Friday night to Saturday night. Your wife. Because when you lay down with it, she got to be your wife.
Bring that up.
Yeah, bring that out.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, and verse 16. And it reads, if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her,
So if you spit game to a sister and you like, look, come back to my crib, we going to sip some wine, I'm going to light some candles, play some music, and he lay with her, if you lay down with her,
he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
now you got to make that woman your wife, man. That's an easy commandment. If you want to lay down with it, she got to be your wife. You look, you like, hey, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I mean, if you truly love that sister, if you willing to lay down with her, she's making your wife. Right. Right, because we men of the Lord. We can't just be laying down with women and kicking them to the side. Now we making whores out of our women.
Right.
That's right. And we can't do that. Scripture states there'll be no whores of the daughters of Zion. So we can't make our women into whores.
What?
We got, yeah. Well, you shouldn't want to mess with the other women. If the Lord said that they nobodies, you like white girls, man?
Yeah, I don't have a preference.
You gotta have a preference. You got 12.
I mean, yeah, I prefer my own.
There you go, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Toby 4 and 12 spirit.
I got another precept too.
Come.
This
You
is
might as well get there. Toby 4 and 12.
this is Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 29.
Hold on real quick, bro.
Come.
12, man, that's a lot of salt right there, man. That's seasoning on your food, man. You get you a sister from Judah, you know you got a little bit of style. You get you a sister from Issachar, she gonna get you fat because she gonna be cooking all day.
Right.
Right? You get you a sister from Levi, she might be a little wild, man, but she gonna be loyal. Right? What, Benjamin, they get a little wild too. But they cook good for you and they loyal, man. Right? Man, you got beautiful women out of all 12 tribes, man.
What about Asher?
Asher, man, you know, Asher, they
Keep you happy?
They keep you happy, man. They give you some nice alpaca fur. Man, what you gonna be styling? You man, wear some alpaca when it get cold. Everybody else gonna be shivering. You gonna be sweating.
Right.
The sisters will take care of you, your own people.
Right.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 29.
Bring it up.
And it reads, "Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness."
Right. So, as men, we can speak truthfully. We fall to a lot of whoredom, man. A woman throw it at you, you might, man, I'm gonna fall up in it. But now we renewed creatures in the spirit. We gotta be better, man. Any girl that lift her skirt up at you, she not for me. If it's that easy, I don't want it. Right? You should have to put in that work for your wife.
Right.
And your wife is a representation of you.
Right.
So how you want to be represented, you better make sure the woman right next to you is represented you correctly. Right? Like, because we're espoused to Yahweh, which is the Most High's name. Right? We can't call him God. That's just a title. His name is Yahweh. Meaning, you see how easy it came on? That's easy. You get a so-called white man, Yahweh. You start choking on his tongue. Yahweh. Yeah, isn't that scary to say? Isn't that scarier than God? Yahweh. Yeah. And his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Can you say that? Hey, you see how easy that flow? Don't that sound more scary than Jesus? Like somebody say Jesus looking for you. I'm be like, yeah, I'll catch him when I catch him. They say Yahweh Shai outside. You better hurry up and get outside.
That's right.
Right? You're gonna be scared of a dude named Lindsay. Like, yo, Lindsay coming after you. Like, Lindsay? But you hear somebody like Debo. You are Debo. You know what I'm saying? His names carry weight. And Yahweh is the most powerful name that's ever been spoken in tongue. That's a powerful name right there. Yahweh is who you pray to in the name of his son Yahweh Shai. That's how you repent, excuse me. Yahweh, in the name of your only begotten son Yahweh Shai, forgive me for X and Y sins. Right? It's that simple. It's easy, brother. It's real easy. Once you get a hang of this, man, it's second nature, man. It's like breathing. It's like breathing. No doubt, King. We got a flyer for you too. We got the YouTube channel. You live in Baltimore?
Yeah, I live actually in Perry Hall.
Okay. Oh, you're not too far, man. Whenever you got time, we out here Friday nights and Saturday nights. Come out, see us again, brother. Build yourself up in the spirit, man. Because we in these last days, man. It ain't no time to get slack. Ain't no time to go back into the world. We got to get right. Because America's about to be destroyed.
That's right.
Right? It's about to be destroyed. You go ahead and give it to him, brother. Yeah. And the YouTube channel is on the bottom.
Hold on, you got take this one. This one stay. I'll take that.
Now, what's your nationality before you leave? There you go, brother.
That's right.
So, with that, I'm gonna give you Shalom, which means peace. Right? So, Shalom is peace. Like the fake Jews, they say Shalom. Right? But we got the salt is Shalom in the ancient Hebrew. Right? One last thing before you leave. What did Yahweh Shai look like? What did Yahweh Shai look like? War hair. Skin like bronze. Yeah. How dark was your skin though?
I would say architect.
We're gonna read it for you before you leave.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 13.
Come on.
And it reads, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks.
Right, so the 7 candlesticks are a menorah. Right, that's a menorah. That's 7 candlesticks right there. It's cool. You can walk in front of the camera, bro. This is for your edification, man. Right there.
Yeah, I see.
In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
The Son of Man, who the world inwardly calls Jesus. Where's that picture of Jesus? Right here. That's who the world calls Jesus. Right? This man right here.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So he had on a long garment like these brothers right here. Right? And right here. Had on a long garment.
And girt about the paps with the golden girdle.
He had on a golden, like a WWF belt, man, a championship belt. Who wear gold like us? If you seen a white dude wearing gold, you be like, man, come on, bro, you perpetrated. Yeah. So he had on the gold belt, fly.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So he had white woolly hair like the elder right here. Right?
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as
So
snow.
he had a white beard and a white, I don't know, he might have had a fro.
And his eyes was a flame of fire.
He had red eyes because he drank wine, right? He wasn't getting high, he was drinking wine.
And his feet like to fine brass.
So John the Revelator was bowing down to that man. He saw his feet because he had on sandals, right? You look at your feet, they're the same color as your body, right? So his feet like fine brass, like you were saying, brother.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So it looks so dirty like you got burnt in the furnace. So if Yahweh's people look like him, what would his mom look like? It looked just like him. His dad, his aunt, his cousins, his brothers.
That's right.
So his chosen people with us, not these fake Jews. Jewish.
That's right.
You add ISH to the end of a word, it means acting like or trying to pertain to. Like if I'm like, brother, you acting real girlish, it don't mean you really a girl, but you acting like a girl, right? If I tell this brother I'm gonna see you about noonish, I ain't gonna see him exactly at 12, it might be 12:10, 12:15. Now if they say they're Jewish, exactly, brother, and the real Jews are us.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
We're real Jews.
That's right.
This brother got one last precept, man. We might throw precepts at you all
This
night.
is
You might have to walk
Revelation,
off,
chapter 3, verse 9.
right?
Behold, I will make them the synagogue of Satan.
This is the synagogue of Satan right here.
Right.
They say that they're Jews and they're not, man. They do. They got this thing where after the baby circumcised, they suck the blood off. You think God would command His chosen people to do something weird like that? Man, heck no, man.
Which say they are Jews and are not.
They say that they the Jews. Are we walking around telling everybody we the Jews? If you walked into a random so-called black guy, we tell you I'm a Jew. We say I'm black. He the only people who say they Jews, right?
But do lie.
They lie, man.
Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
They run everything in this world, man. But the table's about to turn, man. They gonna be looking at us like, how can we serve you so we don't get put to death?
Yeah, I always believe we were like superior physically.
Yeah, we superior mentally. We got common smart spiritually for sure, right? They don't have no spiritual discernment. They just go into those synagogues and just make up Yiddish and sing songs. You know, yeah,
And who else can handle adversity like us?
yeah.
Like no nation on this earth would be able to go through what we've been going through for all these years and still be standing here.
You ever seen Good Times? Man, watch Good Times, man. They been poor, man. They got happy when they got $5. Yeah. I mean, they was going crazy. Like you just hit the lottery, man. $5, yeah, all that, man. They was job turkeys and everything, man. But like the brother said, can't nobody deal with stuff like how we do, man. We'll get the precept. Hey, I told you, brother.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep His commandments.
This is the conclusion, and this is the whole purpose of being on this earth as an Israelite man is to fear Yahweh. Who's Yahweh? There you go. What's his son's name? There
That's
you go.
good.
Right. Woo!
That's good.
But this is the whole duty of man.
It's the whole duty of man is to keep the commandments, brother. That's what you hear on this earth for, to keep the Most High's commandments.
That's right.
What's the Most High's name? What's his son's name?
Yahweh.
What's his nationality?
Israelite.
There you
Right,
go,
brother.
That's right, brother. That's right,
Look
brother.
at what the fringe is for.
I don't think it's.
Yeah, we went over it again, brother. You look, it's a physical reminder to keep the commandments.
Okay, I get it now.
There you go. What's some other things, man? We're gonna quiz you before you walk off, man, because this is gold right here, brother.
That's right, that's right.
This is gold for real. This is real wealth right here.
You gonna see a beard?
There you go. Your beard. There you go. Hey, you gonna be back down here, Lord willing, man. We're gonna see that beard.
Y'all trying to work out this
Yeah, Saturday we gonna hit the gym. Run around the harbor.
That's right. That's right.
That's
right.
Tattoo party. We having a tattoo party. Good.
I ain't getting no more.
That's right.
We seen The Last Dance. They had a documentary on Michael Jordan. Man, we was all gonna shave our heads.
You trying to go to Keisha's house later on tonight?
Woo!
There you go.
Hey,
That's
brother.
right.
There you go, brother.
That's right.
Brother Chris, man. Remember this. You an Israelite, brother.